I'm Dr. Anthony Harper here at the National Religious Broadcasting Convention here in Anaheim, California, and talking with George Caylor. And there's a lot of hot issues regarding some political involvement, things that are going on. And George, you were with the Tea Party at one time.
I still am. It's still going, and I'm still in it.
That's the Tea Party in Virginia specifically,
yes.
Right? And so tell our listeners, viewers, about your experience with President Trump regarding the Tea Party.
The Tea Party came about mainly not as a political party, but as a movement to win the Republicans back to the Constitution, to cleanse the party, and to make them do right again. And so we started off, we had a lot of flack, not just from Democrats, and not just from the Obama administration, that he weaponized the IRS. We couldn't get our 501c4s, even though every liberal group you can think of did. Our leaders have been audited several times, harassed, their businesses have been invaded by Department of Labor, and just all kinds of problems that Obama caused for us. But the Republicans weren't supporting us that much either, because they knew what we were about and that they would have to start acting better. Well, the Tea Party started off with big rallies. In fact, I spoke at the first one. It was in Lynchburg, Virginia, along the James River. And about 2,000 people brought tea bags. And they were to tear the tea bags open and drop the tea into the James River. And I hope the fish didn't bother with it too much.
A lot of hyper fish.
Yeah, well, maybe. But we did that to symbolize the first Tea Party, because tea, T-E-A, taxed enough already. That was our acronym. And so the big rally started, and as I said, a couple of thousand people showed up to hear me and dropped some tea into the James River. And then the crowds started thinning out, because rallies are easy to do, fun to do, music, fun. You don't have any work to do. But then came the work, supporting the candidates of our choice, researching them to see what their background was, to see if they were constitutional.
How did President Trump approach you, and what was your experience? Did you meet in the White House somewhere? Where did you meet with President
No, we
Trump?
met in Roanoke. He won the nomination for the Republican Party, and actually I was a Cruz man. I thought he would be a better fit because he was a constitutional scholar, whereas Trump was not. I don't think Cruz could have beat Hillary. Hillary's a street fighter. And only a street fighter could beat another street fighter. So it ended up Trump, and we enthusiastically got behind him. I got a call one night from the Secret Service, and the man said, Mr. Caylor, I'm so-and-so with the Secret Service. Mr. Trump wants to meet with you to get the Tea Party's endorsement. I'll need your social security number and date of birth. And I said, oh, I'm sure you are, and I'm sure you need that. Well, he said, I really am. I thought it was just a scam. So I got to meet with him. There were only, I think there were like 6 people in the room, including Mr. Trump, Mr. Pence, and me. And so I got to ask him several questions and about himself, and I also got to give him some Tea Party advice on how he should approach the election and how he would approach a miscreant like Hillary Clinton. But what I didn't know is his work in fighting unions and fighting corrupt politicians. He was really ready to run for president. And so the Tea Party got behind him, and he won.
And the rest is history here. So for people to learn more about what you've been doing, kind of history, I know that you've got a book. Tell people a little bit about your new book and what it's about.
I wrote a book called Surviving Georgie. I wish I'd brought a copy to show on camera here. But Surviving Georgie, you can go to survivinggeorgie.com. It's a history book, a true history of my life and America of 1949 to 1956. My age is 5 to 12. And it's a book about the Pennsylvania Dutch farm that I was raised on, the family that I was raised in, our Methodist church, our one-room school, our community, and the annex of a little boy who looked at the world as his Disney world. And everything was to be an experiment. People, animals, plants. And so surviving Georgie, it wasn't just about the people who had to survive Georgie and his childhood, but about how I, as a child, was almost killed several times, and how my dad miraculously saved me. For instance, when I fell through the ice and I was disappearing under the shelf, how I was saved from that. Or from a feral dog that attacked me. Came on the farm, a huge dog attacked me, and how I was saved from that. And how my dad survived several episodes with me where he probably enthusiastically, he thought I was enthusiastically trying to kill him because the accidents were so horrible.
Some more information about you. You have a website?
I do. You can go to teawithgeorge.com, and that's my 1-minute daily commentary on constitutional issues. You can subscribe for free. A lot of people do. And you can listen to me then anytime you want. You don't need to tune in the radio. teawithgeorge.com. Read about me in the book, survivinggeorgie.com. It's a great history that kids need to know.
Thank you, George.
Thank you for the great interview.
It was a great information.